Have you ever wanted to do something like, you're like, I'm going to get up and meditate for 10 minutes every day. I'm going to do sit-ups every day. I'm going to make healthier choices. And you really mean well, but somehow or another you can't pull it off. What's wrong with you? You already know nothing is. You already know everyone has the same problem. We know that everyone sets New Year's resolutions and that, a couple weeks later, they've gone like that. Why is that? Why is it that we can't stick to what we want to do for ourselves? Well, isn't it really very similar to why we can't attract what we really want in our lives? Yes, it has everything to do with your magnetism. Your magnetism, or your magnetic core, is the core of you. You could call it your base energy if you want, but it is that core within you that needs to be developed. This core, as you do 5 sit-ups every day, does get developed. This core, as you take care of yourself, as you really work on your spiritual path, it develops. This is why it's called growth and development, because it is just as much about developing yourself as it is anything else. On a spiritual path, to me, the most important things are raising your frequency and growing and developing yourself. In a way, you can kind of think of them as being the same, growing and developing yourself, because you become more you. Your magnetic core becomes stronger, more magnetic, magnetizing. You become more able, as the piece of energy, so to speak, that you are, to magnetize onto yourself. In other words, if you can't get yourself to do 5 sit-ups every day, how are you going to convince the universe to send a boatload of money? It's going to be pretty darn hard to do. On the other hand, if you know how to take care of yourself, if you are used to working with your own energy, if you know yourself and you have personal power, true personal power, which is power over yourself, not others, then things start to shift. After all, telling someone else to go do a sit-up is one thing. Getting yourself to do it every day, that's another, right? Really, it takes more power in that sense to do the right thing for yourself, to really do that first causality in so many spiritual and religious schools of getting to know yourself. It is all about you. How do you develop this magnetic core? How do you choose to do those sit-ups, or choose to meditate, choose to be with yourself, to know yourself? For me, the easiest way is to get in the flow. Getting in the flow is a very simple 3-step process, which I will put a link to how to flow down below. But it is 1, welcome; 2, allow or experience; and 3, let it go. So if something has happened to me, I welcome it. And instead of being mental and going like, this thing happened and I don't like it, and keeping it energetically over here, you, number 1, welcome it, and number 2, you let it be here. Here is you. You let it affect you. Let it feel the way it feels. So often people have learned to wall it off, push it to the side, push. It's like a dance. The only problem is all of your energy is doing this, and your energy is going over here. It isn't here, developing in your magnetic core so that you can attract onto yourself and do for yourself what you prefer. So, to let it affect you. It isn't going to hurt you. It might not be comfortable, and it might not be fun, or it might be comfortable and fun. Either way, number 3, you have to let it go. Even the fun, the good and the bad, you let it go. Why? Because you need to. It's energy that is meant to flow through you so that it can recycle through the universe, or whatever you want to call it, and come back vibrating slightly higher for you next time. Then you have another experience, another set of things that happen to you. You let them flow, and once again, you can go a little higher. It's very much like eating your vegetables when you're a child. I know they don't always taste good, but you eat them, you swallow them down. You don't hold on to them in your stomach. You let them go. You let them transform you. You take advantage. You let go when you go to the bathroom and you get bigger and bigger. Well, we're meant to really do that as we grow and evolve. And again, flowing, I think, is the best way to do that. Help you raise your energy, get to know yourself, and really develop that magnetic core that's going to let you choose what you want to attract. Choose what you want to do. 5 sit-ups a day or something else. It's going to make all the difference because it develops you. And you can tell when you're developing because all of a sudden something so silly as meditating for 5 minutes or finding the time and the will to do 5 sit-ups every day. All of a sudden, these are so simple. You raise the bar. And you raise the bar and you become more and more capable of being the version of you that you know you already are. And that's when your magnetic core starts to match the version that you know that you are, and everything changes for you.